Hey, Magnus Karlsson, what's up? What's going on?
It's great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I listened to the album The Ferrymen last night and yesterday.
Yeah.
Amazing. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you very much.
that
Thank you.
album really kicks ass.
Yeah. First, I just have to say I'm sorry. I know I should send you some pics, and I've been so busy, but I will do it.
Okay. No big deal. No big deal. When they get here, they get here, you know.
Yeah.
So tell me how the Ferrymen actually get together.
Yeah. As you know, when we talked before, I work a lot for Frontiers Records, and yeah, Serafino, he really likes my stuff, and after the second Freefall album, he asked me if I want to do an album with Ronnie, and I just heard him singing a Deep Purple cover on YouTube or something, and I thought he's a great singer, so I said yes right away. So then I started to write songs, and yeah, when we were done with the songs, and we needed a drummer,
Right.
and I asked Ronnie if you could choose any drummer, who would it be? And he said Mike Tirana, and say, let's ask him and see if he can do it.
Wow.
And he really wanted to do it, so that was great.
Wow. That's really good. How long did the album actually take to write and record?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm usually it takes a year, but
Right.
I'm not working a year. I'm working maybe a couple of hours now and then, and I have a full time work, and I'm working with Primal Fear and everything else. So, but that's the time from the first note until I finished album. I usually it takes a year.
Right. And that album comes out June 2nd, right?
Yeah, so it's close now.
Right, yeah. Wow. And also the Primal Fear Angels of Mercy comes out, but you're not playing on that, right? Or you just did the writing?
Yeah, the live album. Yeah, I did a lot of writing on it, but not playing because I'm not touring, as you know.
Right, right.
But I
Now,
will play live with them in a couple of weeks on Sweden Rock. That would be great.
cool, cool. Now, how do you have any spare time for yourself?
Yeah, you could say this is my spare time. I tried to take a break from writing. I think it was a couple of years ago. I said no to everything and just to have a break because I have done this for so many years
Right.
without any break. Always had the album, in the making, and it only took me 1 or 2 weeks, and then I was climbing on the walls. I really had, I want to start write something again. So I guess I need to do this. I don't have the time really, but I do it anyway because if I don't, it feels empty.
Right, right. When you're on tour, doesn't it take away some of your family time, which I guess most fathers, get a little disappointed that they're not with their family.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not touring so much
Right,
because Primal Fear, it's going really well for Primal Fear, and that means that the tours is getting longer and longer,
right,
and that's too much for me right now with kids and everything. That it doesn't work. If I was 20 years, I wouldn't think about it. I
right.
would go right away, but now it's different.
Yeah. Wow. I remember last time I think Primal Fear was coming to the United States, and you weren't on that tour.
No.
I guess because of family reasons or whatever. Is there any plans of you actually coming to the United States to play either with the Ferrymen or Primal Fear or whatever?
No plans really, but with Ferryman, maybe it's easier because we can do a couple of shows and not that long tours. So
Right.
maybe it would be possible. And I know that the other guys in the band they really want to play live too. So hopefully we can make it happen.
Right. Now, how's your relationship with Serafino?
Yeah, that's really good. We have worked for it must be almost 20 years now.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, almost maybe 17 or something. And it started with Last Trial, and that was my first band with Frontiers Records, and and it continued with Alan Land and Starbreaker, and then a ton of different albums and projects.
Right.
And he always trusted me to do my thing. He liked my songwriting, so we never had any discussions about that the songs are not good enough or anything. So that's really nice. And he has all these fantastic singers on his label. So when I do freefall albums or whatever, he can offer you. I want to have Joel Turner on an album. He said, "Yeah, here's the email and I can fix it," and that's fantastic. So they have been really, really nice to me.
Wow,
that's cool.
Cool. Will there be another freefall album?
Yeah, that's the plan. But now I'm busy with the next Primal Fear album and some other stuff. So it has to wait a little. But I already have a deal with Frontiers to make a third one. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good because both of the last two were amazing.
Thank you very much.
I remember. I think it was the first Freefall album was Album of the Year on our site, Rockeyez, and it was just amazing. Even the Ferrymen blows me away. I mean, the guitar playing you do is just. Awesome, tremendous, whatever you want to call it. It's just, you can really, sit back and get into that album. And I think the fans are going to love it.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much.
So what do you actually do in your spare time besides, interviews and stuff like that when you're home and, relaxing?
Yeah, if I have any free time, I usually, if I don't hang with my kids, I sneak up in my studio and try to write. I don't have time for golf or anything like that. This thing I do, it takes a lot of time, and I really have to choose what I can do. I can't do too much of other stuff actually, but that's not a problem. I choose to do write music because I like to do it. And it's not that I'm sitting in the studio, oh, I wish I could be, fishing or something else.
Right, yeah. Cool. Wow.
It's the opposite. Sometimes when I'm on vacation or something, I'm just, if I only could be in my studio now. So I really like it, even when the sun is, shining.
Right. Is music a dream come true for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a weird feeling when I was writing songs very early. I started already when I was, 7 or 8.
Right.
Write stuff, and continue. I started my first band when I was 12 or something, and I thought it was always great. It was a great feeling, but I never thought that anyone else would like it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's strange now when people are asking for my songs and I get comments like you said that you enjoy the albums. That's always wow. Because I just do it for myself, that I think I have a great time writing music. And when I get these great reactions, that's a great feeling.
Right. What happens when there's 200 people in line to get your autograph? Do you stay for all 200, or or do you get bored, or how's that feeling like, having all these people want to take a picture with you and an autograph by you? And
yeah, I think it's amazing. I try to answer everything on social media and be on Facebook, and if anyone have a question and they are asking about the music. So I think it's really cool when I can meet people in real life and they get to ask questions, and I like to do it. I played at the Frankfurt Music Fair now in April, and I played Primal Fear songs and Freefall songs, and that's the musicians, they come and
right.
And there was a long line with signing session and everything, and I really I had a great time meeting everyone.
Right. Wow. say a new band was just starting out and stuff like that. They're young kids. What would you tell them about the music business, the pros and the cons?
Yeah, I wouldn't think about too much about it. I would just focus on having a great time.
Right.
And also, I was thinking, when I started, I thought, yeah, but there are other guys that are much better than me, so I don't have a chance to, make a real album or work with singers in that great. But I don't think like that, If you have a great band and it's great, it is great. You can just send it to the record company. It's so easy today to reach out to all the labels and everything. But then on the other side, maybe you don't sell so much albums anymore,
Right.
all the streaming and that thing. But so don't have too high hopes on the money, maybe.
Yeah. A lot of people, even bigger artists are having a little bit of tough time between people stealing their music, downloads and stuff like that. So I'm sure the music business is one tough business to, crack anymore,
Yeah, but on the other side, it's easy for new bands to reach out. You can sit in your home and write a new song and release it on yourself on YouTube or whatever, and it can explode,
Right.
without any label, and that's fantastic. That couldn't happen 20 years ago.
Right. And now it seems like younger bands are like you said, 17, 16 are reaching out and making an impact in music through social media. So, it does have pros and cons. The only thing, I guess, a lot of people want to do everything themselves, like self-release stuff. And what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's great that they can do it, but I don't think it's that easy, because I have friends that try to do that,
right.
And it doesn't really work.
Wow.
Because having a label like Frontiers,
right,
they put in some money in to support the album, and that makes it different.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how you do it. If you hear a great song just on the internet that don't have a label or anything,
right.
would you arrange an interview with that?
For me, particular,
yeah,
sure, I give everybody a chance.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that easy.
Right.
You have to find the song, but when you have a label, they help you to put your music out there. But you never know if there is a lot of fans and the word can spread sometimes. And
yeah. But it is tough for new bands to reach out, because like myself, I get 300 to 400 emails a day. How do I go through them all?
Yeah, I mean, there can be some really good songs hiding, that you miss because you can't listen to everything.
Oh, definitely.
And that's also
I miss a ton of stuff.
Yeah, and that's also something that I think about, that there are so many bands now. It feels like it's an explosion of new bands.
Right.
So it's hard for the fans to, because there's a lot that maybe doesn't sound that good.
Right. Yeah.
You have to find the good ones. It's hard because, it's too many, maybe.
Right. Now, before you go on stage, do you have any kind of regimen to do? Do you eat anything, drink anything, or whatever?
I try to be hungry, not eat too much, because then I get lazy and slow.
Right, yeah.
I want to be hungry on stage, and
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Now, when you play a song, what goes through your mind? Do you just focus on the song? What goes through your head?
When I play live?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's really scary for me, because I have a quite bad memory.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes when I play a song, I don't have a clue what's happening in 5 seconds.
Right.
But then when I have a half a second, then it's that part.
Right.
So I always find it out, but I can't. Sometimes it feels like I don't have a clue what will happen.
Right.
So that can be scary. But otherwise, I just try to relax and have fun.
Right.
That's a great feeling with rock music and metal music. I play different style. I play pop and folk music, and that's great too. But something that's special for metal,
right.
that's when you're standing on the stage and you see the audience. It's like we have some kind of connection.
Right.
That I really like. It's like we are in the same club or family or something.
Right.
It really feels like we all are friends, and that's a really, really cool vibe. And that makes it more relaxed too. If I would do a mistake or something, it's not that important because we're having fun together. So
cool. Now you got the Ferrymen coming out. You got Primal Fear. Anything else in the works?
Yeah, actually, this is very new news, but I have started to write on the next Alan Lande album too.
Cool.
So
wow,
that will happen in the future, and hopefully, I know that many people asked that we maybe will do something live with Alan Lande, because Frontier Records want to do it, and they want to support us to do maybe a small tour or some festivals. So hopefully it will happen.
Cool. Now, do you enjoy making the videos?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends. I remember with Primal Fear sometimes that could take, we are up all night making out. Sometimes we do it in the cold or something. Yeah. And the worst thing that ever happened, it was after a long night with Primal Fear. They said, okay, now we will do the photo shoot.
Right.
And you can imagine it was 8 a.m. after a long night of recording. I got a call from Matt, we can't use any photos from that photo shoot.
Wow.
It looks like we're half dead because of that.
Right.
So sometimes it can be, take a lot of time to make those videos, but it's been better and better. The last years, I really enjoyed to make videos, and it was really fun when we did the Ferrymen stuff. We have one more video we will release with Ferrymen. I think it will come out the same day, the release day,
right?
The 2nd of June, and then that was great.
Cool. Now, when you go to get a new guitar, what do you look for in that?
When I want to buy a new guitar?
Yeah, when you go to get a new guitar, is there anything special, any specs or anything like that you really look for?
Oh, I can tell you that doesn't happen a lot. I remember that was maybe 10 years ago. The first time I was going on tour with Primal Fear.
Right.
I played on Music Man, and I played on a Swedish guitar builder, a guitar he made.
Right.
And I thought they were great guitars, but I needed something that looks cooler, with Primal Fear. So I went down to the music store here in where I live, and I tried some different guitars, and I really like the ESP because of the EMG mics. It sounds very metal about them, and they look really good. I like how they look, and they asked me, so you going on tour now? Yeah. And I got a call the day after. Yeah, can you come down again? And then they had the ESP dealer coming, and they gave me a couple of guitars. So that was great. But I have played on the same 2 guitars for 10 years now.
Right.
So.
Wow. Who made that design for your guitar pick? The one where you got the guitar up in the air.
Oh, I did. I took it from a picture from the first freefall photo session.
Right.
And it was. I had black clothes on, and it was with a white background, so it worked pretty well on a very small picture.
Right.
And when I sent it to the company, I was, they could say, oh, this will not work, it will be too small, but they didn't complain, and it looks really cool. It works out really well.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a cool picture, I liked it.
Yeah, and I think it's fantastic they could do it that small, and you still can see what it is.
Yeah, yeah, wow. Is there anything I missed you'd like to talk about?
Well, I think you asked great questions, so you got the most.
Good. Good. Magnus Karlsson, the Ferrymen, Primal Fear. Congratulations, man. I enjoyed the album tremendously, and I wish you the best. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Yeah, thank you very much, and we worked really hard on this one, and I hope you can hear it on the results.
Oh yeah, you definitely can. You did a great job.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.